bilateral.
How do you?
Absolutely. And this is something I'm really very interested in, how the public and the private sector compare and relate with each other. Personally, I'd spent quite a long time as a diplomat, and I'd had some very interesting roles and postings. I had had a bit of experience in business earlier on in my career and decided that it was a good time to have a change and get some new experiences. I'm going to take this, if I may, with your next question and kind of look at the two together as what are the differences and the similarities, and what does that transition from being a diplomat to a business person say? I think the first thing I would say is that people are people. There's a lot in common. We all have a lot in common. But there are some important differences, and I sum them up in one line, really, which is you need to understand what does success look like for the people you're dealing with. You can say that about a diplomat working in a particular country. What does success look like for the leadership of this country, or for the opposition in this country, or for whoever? What does success look like? In business, you may think it's a simpler thing, but actually the motivation between two organizations doing some kind of commercial deal may not be immediately obvious, and you need to think them through. Similarly, with individuals in an organization, the motivation can sometimes be very different. And I think one of the things I found in moving from government to business is that people's motivations, sense of what success looks like, or their own perception of those things can be very different.